in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy everybody, welcome to HT's EDC, coming at you this hump day, Wednesday morning here in the Stone. We're out here about just a touch after 7 a.m. Gonna try to get you one in real quick. We got to get on the road here, and at 9 this morning, headed to the Rock this morning for Mrs. T, but thought we'd get out here and try to get you a quick one in. Gonna be doing an old open tag by Brother Ray up at North Star Knife Reviews. Wood Wednesday, if you will. But for that, you know what we always start with. We're always going to do show you what's in the old pocket for the day and what we're toting. So, first of all, we have the usual suspects. Never gonna change. Everybody needs a little Jesus in their life, especially when he's wearing a HT red sash. And also the Holy Lamb pocket cross. These are both in my left front pocket. Open C leather wallet, which is housing the old challenge coin. Put on the whole armor of God challenge coin. Goes right in there. And for our tote today, in a medium maglock, we have Old Toasty and Roasty today. The Rough Rider cattle knife. And we will quickly show you that, but you've seen this before. Good old carbon steel, long nail pull, pin blade with a swedge, big aggressive clip point with a swedge, and I call it Old Toasty because this was previously one of those cinnamon. This is part of the cinnamon bone stag series, cinnamon bone stag from Rough Rider, and mine was not. It didn't come really. The ink didn't look great upon arrival on mine particular one, and mine was one of those that, you know, when I got it, you know, because I use this and I'll cut a steak with it. Sorry, Abby just strolled by and bumped the camera. But anyway, the ink on mine, as I've heard on some of the other ones, didn't take real good and was starting to come off as I would, you know, like I said, I'll cut a steak, I'll cut strawberries with this, and you go to the sink and wash it off. And when I did that, some of the ink was coming off. So we just got in there with the old torch and gave it a new look. And honestly, it is a vast improvement from what it was, especially after it started losing ink. So this is burnt and torched. So what we got now is not coming off. That is to stay, and I love it. And one of my on-screen family members, I remember he gave me a comment. I was talking about how much I love this knife, and he knows that I have a lot of knives. He knows I have a lot of nice knives, and he's like, HT, come on. I mean, okay, it's a nice knife, but I've seen your collection. You really like that knife, like you're hamming it up that you like. I'm carrying it again. I carry this. Yes, I do. And it all goes back to what I said. A good knife is a good knife is a good knife. And this has everything, especially after I kind of made it my own, that I wanted a knife. 4 1/4 thick and bulbous, you know, grip in hand. Feels wonderful. Got all kind of real estate on it. Like I said, half stops. Yes, I love this knife. I'm not just hamming it up. Yes, this is, and I stand by it 1,000%, one of my favorite knives in my collection, especially to carry. So, is what it is. Probably a $20 knife, maybe not even $18, $20 knife, somewhere around there. I love it. Throwing something a little new at you today as far as what we're sipping. Canada Dry Fruit Splash. And as you can see here, you guys know I like my Cherry Coke Zero. This is a Cherry Canada Dry. Still good old red can, you know what I'm saying? Red, HT red. But this is a good drink, folks. Seen them the other day in my local Walmart. Cherry Canada Dry, and like anything cherry. I mean, I'm a nut. Cherry, my IBC cherry limeades. I'm a big Cherry Coke Zero fan. So I had to try this, and HT approved. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So, Wood Wednesday, open tag by my main man Ray up at North Star Knife Reviews. We're going to be hopping on his open tag this morning, which is simply show a knife, show a wood covered knife. And we got a pretty cool one for you this morning. This is the old Kabar 1184 Hunter. And let's get this guy open. Check him out. This is a big Buck 110-esque folding hunter from Kabar. USA made. Guess we'll get those tang stamps out of the way, which all we really have is that right there. Kabar, loud and proud. There is nothing on the pile side, but we do have an etch, if I can get that to come in right there. Kabar USA stainless, right up here. If I can just get that right for y'all, I don't know, maybe right in there. Trust me, that's what it says. Kabar USA 1189. What did I say, 1184? This is the 1189, and it says that there, Kabar USA 1189 stainless. This is their big honking 5-inch lockback, back lock, a la the 110. And one thing that is kind of cool about their model is they have this nice, very aggressive, if I can get that up to camera, hold it maybe over there against my siding on my house, you can see how deep that jimping is, probably about 3/4 of an inch, right up there where your thumb would naturally land. And that is very good jimping, very useful. We got a saber grind on this dude, a half-height saber grind. This is not the sliciest knife in the world. They put a saber grind on it, which is more of a power grind, more of a, you know, just raw power, move some material kind of blade grind versus super slicey. It's not going to ham this up. Don't carry this as much, honestly, for that reason. I like a little more I have many other folding hunters that honestly are probably just as capable, you know, just as durable as this one, but just slice a little better. Not to say this won't cut. I could cut some arm hair here and it would take arm hair. It's sharp, so it will cut, but I personally like a little more sliceability in my knives, in my large lockbacks, and this is, If I was to ding this for anything, it's for lack of sliciness. But beautiful knife. Got all the greatest hits of kind of a folding hunter. We got our brass bolsters. Has some beautiful, this is rosewood covers, and we are held together on each side with a total of 5 brass pins, 4 body pins, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have your back lock, your locking pin right there in the middle. So take a little action test here. Very nice, very pinchable. You do have a cat's eye nail nick here, but honestly, you can just, it's pinchable. Trust me, folks, if I pinch it, it's pinchable. Very nice. Guess we didn't really do lockup. Let y'all hear that. Rock solid, which Kabar is known for. Well, I think they're personally known. Some of their greatest hits are on their fixed blades, but they can make a folder. They can make a slip joint as well. And there's quality all in this thing. Very nice. And honestly, the Kabar, this may be, we talk about how many people have emulated the Buck 110. Well, the old 1189 was one that followed very closely after the 110. This actually showed up for the first time in 1966 in Kabar's catalog, but when Buck came out in '64 with the 110, it absolutely changed the market, blew up, and you started to see Schrade, Kabar, and Kabar being one of the first to jump on board and make a folding hunter style knife. But this was right on the heels of the 110. Like I say, probably invented or designed in maybe late '64, early '65, and by '66 this was a thing, and this was in their catalogs for sale. So just another iconic knife that goes way back. Not quite as long as the 110, but we're talking about a year or two after. So again, the Buck 110 has influenced, it's the most copied US knife for sure of all time. But this is a great knife, a great standalone knife. Again, it doesn't look completely like a 110. They've added their own cues to it, especially with the jimping there. That is something that has, as far as I know, unless it was some kind of special run, has never been on a 110. So they didn't completely rip off the design. They did do a few things to make it their own. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys a different folding hunter for Wood Wednesday, and this is a good one. Very, very glad that I have this guy in my collection, and that's what I got for you today. We gotta get off here, get on the road here in just a little bit, so we're gonna make this short and sweet. Say a prayer for traveling graces, and that we get Miss T all. Hopefully, we come home with a surgery date today, and we can get her all fixed up and put this old broke finger in the rear view. But anyway, we love you. We're gonna get out of here, and hopefully, Lord willing, and that creek don't rise, we'll do this all again tomorrow. I'm HT. God bless.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch torchlight. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see.